Mr. Stein, you've got ample experience in the international world of opera. Bolshoi means big in Russian. Is the work here for you the biggest work in your career, maybe the biggest challenge?
Oh no, that's not the case. Bolshoi as an opera theater is not one of the top houses. It has a long career of provincialism, and it is especially known for his ballet group. But in the last 2 years, the Bolshoi makes enormous efforts to get to international standards.
Moscow has a multifaceted theatre scene. How can you surprise this spoiled Russian audience?
I do not want to surprise anybody. I want to realize this score, to make it in the way, the mise en scène on the stage, in the way that the score can be better heard, better understood, and you can enjoy it more. And I do not want to surprise anybody.
Let's speak about Russia. You've been to Russia several times. You came here periodically in the 90s and later again and again. Now, Russia, however, is criticized in many ways for many things. Is there any political issue which is especially important to you?
I need the possibility of freedom of speech in every direction. If not, if I can't do that, I'm unable to work. And this was the reason why I couldn't accept in '75 the invitation to make a mise en scène here. And I told I can't, because I did not learn to not speak exactly that what I'm thinking about. And then when the perestroika came, it was about 11 years or 12 years later, I got the telephone call from her. Now you can say what you want, so you must work here. And therefore started the procedure to make my first mise en scène, the Oresteia, here. And if this is not any more guaranteed in this country, it's clear that I cannot work anymore here.
You know the Russian President Vladimir Putin. You had the chance to meet him. How was it? How did you find him?
Oh, extremely antipathic. I met him in Petersburg because Sobchak, who was the first semi-democratic elected mayor of Petersburg, in this case it was Leningrad, and Sobchak recalled Petersburg, and he was the right hand of Sobchak. And Sobchak invited my Oresteia from the Army Theater here in Moscow to Petersburg. When we went there, he was ill. He became ill, and very soon afterwards he died. And so in the buffet, in the reception after the performance, he substituted the mayor, Sobchak. And so I sat 4 hours beside him. And he succeeded very well to make me speak, but he himself never spoke a word. This is typically Secret Service style and mafia style. I know this from Sicily. And so it was very funny, but in a certain way also unforgettable.
But you came again and again, so you might like this country.
In Russia you have exactly the same problems, the same feelings, the same behavior as in all the other countries. The problem is that everything is stronger, bigger. The Russians weep, exactly as German weep. But they weep so strongly and so far, and they love it for hours, or they are able to use big words, use enormous. If you want to have words about the existence of life and the desire and everything, today by simple people here, you can hear enormous things. You have the feeling that they are faking. Yes, perhaps they are faking, but it's absolutely believable how they do that. Everything is stronger, bigger, the distances are longer, the relationship to death is totally different, and as in Western Europe. And this is absolutely fascinating. But as I have a longing when I am not in Russia to come back, I've had the same longing when I am in Russia to get home quite quickly. It is something irrational. Perhaps it's because of my special Slavic cheeks that I was called in school Pyotr, not with my normal name, but with a Russian name. And as you very well know, the Prussians, and I'm in a Prussian, they are racially they are 85 up to 90% slaves. It is like that. Only Hitler declared them as poorly Aryan people. And so this is perhaps the reason why I have the longing to come back here.
Mr. Stein, thank you very much for this interview, and all the best for you.
Thank you.
Thank you.